I'm back. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Jay. I am back, Miss Lovely J in the building, and we are here, and we is about to get into this mother details attempts to prevent her from breastfeeding her newborn. Falsely claimed her milk was contaminated with drugs. Here we go.
Story time on how racism is systematic. I'm pregnant. I'm a black woman. I go into labor with my baby. They tell me what's going to happen. Baby comes, baby's premature. I breastfeed my children. Shocking, right? Because apparently black women don't do that. But here's what I will tell you. This is where the systematic racism comes into play. Not being called the N-word, but literal systematic racism. They come in and tell me, we cannot give your daughter your breast milk because we found drugs in your system. I say, well, that's impossible because I don't do drugs. They say it was marijuana. I say that is also impossible because I don't smoke marijuana. They say, well, we found it in your milk and we cannot give her your milk. We're going to give her this formula. We need you to sign a paper for this formula we're going to give her. I say, fresh out of surgery, might I add, C-section. Story time on how racism is systematic. Having these conversations. Daughter is 1 pound. I'm stressed out. They're telling me I'm a drug addict. Don't do drugs. So they then come in, a bunch of white women come in and say, well, do you eat lemon poppy seed? No, I don't. Actually, I'm actually vegan and I don't do any drugs. They then say, well, maybe your neighbors gave you some brownies. Maybe your neighbors made some brownies and it had weed in it and you didn't know. I say, I live in a community of people who don't make weed brownies. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, over 2,000 square feet, 2-car garage. I don't smoke marijuana or eat marijuana brownies. They say, well, we found it in there. I said it couldn't be mine. So now I am fresh out of having these conversations. Surgery, from being cut open on my stomach, being told by all of these white women that I live in a community that makes brownies and drugs me, right? Like I'm being drugged by my neighbors unknowingly, and I'm also doing drugs while pregnant. This is all being told to me fresh out of being cut open with a child that's 1 pound. Don't know if she's going to survive. No medical care attention.
We're in our hospitals testing breast milk and saying that it's drugs in breast milk. Like, what in the world? Like, this is crazy. They need to stop this.
It took for the hospital, the president of the hospital, to be called, demanding to retest my milk or there's going to be a lawsuit. I am post-surgery, guys. Not even 2 hours, let alone 12. Okay? I'm post-surgery and I have to advocate for my child, my black daughter, to drink her black mother's breast milk because I'm being gaslit this whole time so that and here's the kicker. What actually happened is they want surgery from being cut open on my stomach to.
This is crazy. I see why some people do home births. Like, this is insane. Like, what type of hospitals is this racist that you harassing black folks like this? It doesn't make no sense. Like, where do you stay to deal with this type of stuff? Like, I would be scared to even go to the hospital to give birth to my child. I'd be scared to even keep my child there because your baby is premature. It's 1 pound, so it's gonna have to stay in the hospital until it's at least what, 5 pounds to go home. So that's a couple of months being in this hospital with these type of people. Ugh.
You test a formula out on my daughter. And if you don't know this, trials and tests and studies are done a lot on black babies because unknowingly they think that black people are uneducated and they get you in a state where you are in survival mode and you don't take a second to pause and think and make an informed decision. So they thought the likelihood of me being a black woman and smoking weed while pregnant was high based on statistics. Well, guess what? They tested my milk and the demand was you need to retest the same milk. You need to retest it. And guess what? There was no marijuana. And my daughter got to drink breast milk. I'm saying all that to say, when we think about systematic oppression, we do not understand how deep it runs. We do not understand that there is a...
So they wanted to test her baby with some new formula on a black baby. You know you're not about to test. And then you got a sign saying, yeah, you can give my baby this. And then something happened to my baby, or my baby has some type of defects off of it later. Are you serious?
Literal attack on a black woman, especially when she's in medical. Wanted to test a formula at medical care. So I don't want...
You want to test a formula out on a baby. Probably will get a baby some type of autism or something, or a defect. Like, come on. Test it out on your own damn baby, if that's what you want to do. But no, you're not testing nothing. My baby getting this titty milk. Then my baby getting this right here. Like, this is crazy.
I hear all of this talking. And this is why I'm very loud when I say lower your tone. I'm not talking about you denying me or calling me the N-word. I'm saying that you are actively sit in a system that works against my people. And I'm not going to shut up about it, because I know what it means to be systematically oppressed, experience systematic racism. Less than 2 hours after being cut open and having a baby that's 1 pound. I know that. And I have stories like that for days. So all of this yapping about it was old, slavery was this. Slavery is not the only issue that black Americans went through in this country. Okay? We know the date slavery started and the day it ended. And it hasn't stopped white people from being systematically oppressive towards my people. So I don't want to hear it. Okay? Lower your tone. Okay. I'm always going to be nervous when Caucasians are afoot. That's just me. I have a podcast, so if you like that story, make...
That is crazy. Like, what type of formula was you about to get this baby? Like, what was you about to give the child? Testing formula? Like, why is you testing formula on somebody newborn? Why not give them a formula that's already been tested, that's already out? If you're going to give them some formula. What is that? Similac? Enfamil? What's the other one for babies that's lactose? Like, that is insane. Like, you all, people who's going through this in these crazy hospitals need to start dropping these hospitals' names. Start dropping the name of these hospitals so people can be cautious and prepare themselves if they want to have their baby at this hospital or go somewhere else to another hospital. But these racist hospitals, these videos I be seeing about how they be treating black people, like, we are not in the 1800s, early 1900s. Like, this shit need to get on out the door, or y'all need to go somewhere and live y'all life in a little racist little cohort or something where it's just y'all or something. Take that shit somewhere else. Like, but you bringing that into hospitals. The head of the hospital should have been on them people who's doing that. You fired. You're getting rolled up. Or if I hear this happening again, you're getting suspended or something. Not be okay for this type of mess to be going on in these hospitals and people having their kids and stuff like that. You're there to care, love, nurture, get a person back to health or whatever it is. That's what you went to school for. That's what you're going into. I don't understand that you got to be weary and, watching out for the nurse, for the doctors and stuff. Oh, they might do something wrong, or they might give me the wrong medicine. I'm not a test dummy. You need to get people who apply to be a test dummy for that type of mess. You're not about to test dummy my baby. You're not about to test dummy me. This is insane. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching, staying with me, liking and subscribing. Please comment and tell me your thoughts on this. Have you ever experienced this? I know someone who have. This is crazy. Until next time, stay with me.